Hello everybody, and welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors. On today's episode, we're going to take a boat ride on the new DLC Lake Jordan. Downloadable content by Bassmasters 2022. Lake Jordan and Lake Seminole came together in a $15.99 on sale DLC, and with that you got two massive lakes. And I'm going to take you for the boat ride on Lake Jordan now, and the Lake Seminole boat ride is also on my YouTube channel. I want to say that I am not sponsored by Dovetail Games, that's the people that made this, nor do I get anything free from them. This is a product review, in my opinion only. We are at the very southern tip of the lake, and we're going to ride our way back north, and I'm going to show you as much of the lake as I can and talk about it as we go. And I have fished this lake a little bit, so I do know a little bit about it. First thing is, we're at a bridge here, and this exact same spot that we're at here is on Lake Jordan, was also in Fish Sim World, and I've caught some pretty good little fish right here in this spot, and that's where we're at, the yellow icon at the bottom. So let's crank up the boat and ride on down the way a little bit. It's going to take about 15 minutes for us to view what I want you to see, and hopefully this will help you decide whether you want to spend your money on this massive impoundment as I did. As you can see as we ride along, and I'm just going to ride down through here and kind of show you the lake. There's a lot of points and in cuts to this lake. Right there is a point, rather one of those in cuts. Let's ride over there and take a look at that. This is a spot that I did fish yesterday and found some fish. Very good spot for me yesterday. So we'll ride over here and take a look. This is just a kind of a branch off creek. It goes back up in here. I found a few nice bass up in here, pretty well in the shallow water. Further back you go, the shallower it gets. So this lake, from what I have seen so far, runs about 35 feet deep. Lake Seminole has some deep spots in it too, but this lake has a little bit more deeper water in it than Seminole. There's another little creek type in cut right here. I would suggest that you hit those. Seems that the fish hang around those areas quite a bit. These points up here hold fish. And we're just taking a quick tour. I want you to see how massive this map is compared to some of the other venues that we had when the 8 game come out with the 8 venues. There were some people that were kind of upset we had buoy barriers blocking part of the water off. They've corrected that with these two lakes. These lakes are just huge. Here's a little island here, and that's probably going to hold some fish around it. Kind of wraps around. Let's go on the other side of this and take a look. And just kind of wraps around. Those islands can be pretty good places to fish as well. There's another point here sticking out, kind of like some standing trees that are just standing in the water. This is some stuff that you want to pitch on when you find those standing trees. But you see this water is about 8 feet deep, and you can see a lot of the fish are going across the sonar the top left-hand corner from right to left. It gives you an idea of these back creeks and things where these fish hang out. Right here is a good illustration of some standing trees that's in the water. This is the kind of stuff that legendary fish and boss fish may hang around. Okay, so let's ease back over the lake a little bit and show you some more of it. I'll try to let you look at it as much as I can, but keep the video at a minimal time as well. There's just a lot of points and structures that stick out all over this lake. So, coming up on some sharp points here sticking out. Back up in there in the creek. This point right here coming up to the left ought to be pretty awesome. I would think it's a long standing out point. There's a little creek there. Probably got some holes of fish from time to time. So, that's one side of the lake. You got some fairly deep water. I see this is 45 feet deep. I had not run across this yesterday. I was up close to the shoreline. So you got some real deep water here. Lots of ground to cover. There's some small creeks there. That's going to be your boat ramp over where we started out, straight across the screen to my left. And that's the starting point on Lake Jordan, where that little white flag is. Got a little area right here. They've kind of got it roped off. I think that's just for decoration purposes, but so we're going to ride up here. We're going to run into the buoy barriers up here, but and we'll have to turn around. But I just want you to look at the massive lake, and we just went up one strip. Now we're going to go back up the other strip and look at it. If you remember, we was on the southern end of the lake at the very tip. Look how far we run north before we hit the buoy barriers. So let's run up, let's run back down this other side here. Take a look at this side of the lake, and then run up there with our arm and show that to you. So you see how massive this body of water is. There's a lot of ground here to cover. Lake Seminole is a little more shallower. This one's going to be a little bit more deeper. It's got spots like this right here. These trees here standing up out of the water. I fished there a little bit yesterday on that spot. Caught quite a few nice crappies. I did a little crappie fishing video out of this yesterday, and was able to catch some 3-pound crappie out of it. And that's one of the things that I love about dovetail fishing games. I can get in the boat and go chase anything on the chase. Even though it's a bass-driven game, they give you the ability to catch other fish, and I think that separates them from some of the competitors. The versatility that you have. You know, some of us love crappie fish, and some of us like fish for big stripers and things. So, a lot of points lot of deep water. We're going to run over here, and I believe this is going to be the. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the dam area. I could be wrong. So let's just run up and look at it. A little further south than I wanted to go, but we'll turn the boat around, ease back up. Yeah, this is going to be the dam up here. And this is kind of a significant spot for some of you that may enjoy fishing the dam area. So, okay. Let's run back up north and look at this other arm here. I'll try to keep the video to a minimum, but I also want you to get a good look at it. The review, I want you to be able to determine whether it's something that you're interested in or not. But I will tell you, for the money that you spend on this, you're going to get a quality map and some good playtime out of it. And the maps aren't any higher than some of the other maps that the other fishing games have. Especially dovetail, they try to keep them around, $7 to $10. There's a nice little creek back up in there. That ought to be an interesting spot. Okay, now we're going to be up in the northern arm here, and we're going to run up here and look at this. A lot of end cuts, a lot of points. There's a point sticking out. Probably pretty good. A few standing trees over there at water's edge. It's going to be more of a probably more of a offshore points and in cuts, creek fishing, than it will be a shallow water environment. Here's an interesting spot. It's got some trees in the water. Looks good right here. Let's just for illustration purposes, let's just pitch one lure in here real quick, see if we can get a hit. I want to pitch on this tree right here, just to show you what I'm talking about. We may and we may not get a hit, and then we'll continue the boat ride. We're about over with on the boat ride, so let's try it. See what happens for us. We'll make 2 throws and then we'll get back on the motor. Okay. Make one more cast and we'll get back on the motor. You've seen 90% of the leg, and what I want to show you. So I hope this helps you in maybe figuring out whether this is something you're interested in. Let's just look under the water and see what's here for a minute. I'd see a crappie back there. It's probably a pretty good spot to fish for crappies if you're interested in crappie fishing. Okay, let's get back on the motor here and get you back out. Look at the rest of it. And this is just a quick tour. This is nothing that I'm too detailed about. I'm just letting you look. And there's the buoy barrier where it's going to cut us off. But that's a long way. I mean, we got the fastest boat in the game. Look how long it took us to get there. So, several minutes. I just look at all this, you know. So you get the story and of it. We're gonna shut it down here and let you have a good look. And I hope you will give me a comment, subscribe to Real and Virtual Outdoors. Give me a thumbs up if you like this boat ride and showing off this DLC lake. If you have questions about Bassmasters 2022 or Fishing Sim World or the Catch Carbon course, you can always send me an email. I do hunting, fishing, and a little sports gaming. I have a Monday talk show, The Fishing Pond, and I do gaming live streams on Tuesday and Thursdays when time is permitting. I also do some live fishing, real live fishing, and gun reviews, cooking, and product reviews like I did here today. I ask you to join the Real and Virtual Outdoors family. Come be part of our adventures. Come join us on the live stream and chat. Let's have some fun together. Meet some of the people that I've met on the YouTube community that support me. And if you have a channel and you're trying to grow and you would like for me to give you a shout out to drive some stuff for your channel, as long as you're working hard on your channel and you're putting your work in, I'm willing to maybe send some people to check you out. If they like what you're doing and they subscribe, wonderful. If they don't, that's their choice too. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope this has helped you. And you can contact me on Facebook at Real and Virtual Outdoors group page, or my email is in my About page on my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking a boat ride with me and looking at the new DLC